happening, YouTube? It's your homie S. Dot coming back to you with another video, and today I have
Patrick. Good.
Okay, I have him with me, and Mr. Patrick, what did you end up doing today at today's Ultimate Cup?
I went X01.
X01?
So,
okay, and what place did you get?
Third.
You got third at the end. Okay, what deck did you play today?
I played Mastemon.
Mastemon. Okay, so without further ado, we've seen a bunch of deck lists, so let's see how you ended up articulating the build.
Yeah.
I guess you can start with the eggs and explain your eggs, I guess.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So I started with, I only run 4 eggs,
right?
And so it's the Demi Marimon. I think it's really all you need. Now, it's not necessary. If you see your the rookies and you come out and you swing and you get to draw one, trash one, that's fine. But the way I play the deck, I don't need the Niaramons,
right?
On attack, draw one, trash one. Plus, I feel like you in this format you rarely get the egg. I feel like in Mastemon.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's there when I need it. When I don't, it's fine.
Did you deal with any EX1 Metal Gurus today, like bouncing your stuff because it was on deletion?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a lot of bouncing, but it was mostly through Megadeth.
Yeah. Okay. And I guess the 4 eggs will also make more sense once we get to your rookies. If you want to start with that.
Yeah, sure. So next I run 4 Tapirmons.
Yep.
And so these are my only rookies. I only play 4. Like I said, I don't need it, but if it's there to trigger the draw one, that's fine if it dies. So,
100%.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Early aggression, get the draw 2 discard 1, super strong.
Exactly. The next is, of course, the hero of the deck.
Heart of the deck, yes sir.
Yep. So 4 Godamons. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's the key engine in the deck that makes it work. So
100%. All right, cool.
Next, I run 1 Black Godamon.
How many times did you game people with this card?
I think I ended 3 games with Black Godamon. So
a lot of times it's not with your big guys. This is like your hybrid for game, if you will.
100%. And especially, and you'll see it whenever with a new purple tamer, you literally, if you have 2 of them on there, it's 3 memory now to play it for game.
Oh, right? You start at 3. So that's perfect.
So it's a really key card. I feel like running 1 of them is fine.
100%.
The next is 2 Makomons.
Nice.
I kept trying to decide between 2 or 3, but I ended up with 2.
Okay.
It's there when you see it in security, and it's great. It comes out, it's fine. If Mastemon's on the board, it'll pop something. But I think most of the time I didn't actually see it in security. What I ended up doing was, if I had to digivolve into Mastemon without doing the DNA digivolution, I would place that into security. But it never came out because I ended the games before I actually got to see it. But theoretically, I would have seen it, on played for free.
Absolutely. By the way, y'all, if y'all can't tell, this is a max rarity Mastemon deck incoming, so very nice.
The next we have our level 5s.
Yes,
so
sir.
Run 3 Purple Lady Devimons. Again, this is another key card. It's mandatory. I think it's pretty, stationary. Defined to be 3, and so draw 2, trash 1. And so you end up, draw 2, trash 2. Sorry. You end up drawing 3 essentially on Digivolution and
Graceful Charity.
Yeah, Graceful Charity. I rarely actually got the inherited effect off, but it's there when you need it.
It does come up every once in a while.
Yeah. Next, 2 Lucilon Chaos modes.
Sure.
I think, again, it's the standard. You hope you see it. I think 3 is too clunky. 2 is just always perfect. I feel like I see them every game, and you cycle through your deck a lot, so you'll see it pretty much every game. So I think 2 is perfect, and it's really powerful, right? It's the standard thing.
100%. And did you get any turn 2 Mastemon Lucilon combos immediately?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
One game I pretty much turn 2 Masted and just destroyed them the rest.
Yeah, so, it's a lot of early pressure.
Yep.
For sure.
Again, the next level 5 is 3 yellow Angelomons. I think this is a really key card, especially this format. I know in previous formats I was running it at 2, but I think you really need this for the aggression. If you want to try to outpace these OTK decks, you kind of need it. And it's also there for Hellscythe. If they Hellscythe in security and it's in your trash, then that if it's the first check, then it really stops them in their tracks, and you can hopefully snap back the turn after. So
100%. Love it.
The next 2 cards are the Yellow Magna Angemon. Again, this is a staple. Recovery +1. You really can't go wrong. I think I run it less than at 2, just because I think 3 for this format you rarely, I don't know, giving them that much memory 7 is just too powerful. So like if I do play it, I want to play it off the Mastemon's effect,
right?
And it's kind of rare, or the Hellsides and security.
And there are less Paledramons out this format too. So Pale, you like when you see the one, you kind of see them all. Is how I like to explain it, because like you know, Flame Hellside, you know, pretty much is another Magna. So
exactly,
absolutely.
And I guess the new card this format is the Make Crackmon Vicious Mode. This is a really powerful card. I mean, paired up with Flame Hellside, I mean, it can delete 9,000 DP Digimon. So I think that's one of the main plays I would try to set up for, especially if I know there's a Hellside insecurity. I want to make sure that that's in my trash, just so that if it comes up, I can delete, you know, a Paledramon. If I don't have a Mastemon on board, I can delete a lot of things. I think even in the Melga, they're level 5 or whatever it comes out. I think it's what, 8 or 9,000.
Yeah, they get to 9 before they get to Metal Guard.
So like it really helps with that, and it's always good to just again trash a card. So sometimes this is really great, because I think people tried to flood the board with rookies or whatever, and like against me, and I just play one of them, and they're like, oh, I didn't know you had that in your deck. I'm like, yeah, like this is a really strong card. Like I pretty much got so much value when they would have like 2 to 3 rookies on the board. It was crazy.
That is crazy, absolutely.
Yeah.
So like you can, like if you hit a Hellscythe on their turn, you can potentially hit like one of the 6 cost or less. Then you can pitch a purple yellow, delete something, level 3, -3 another little guy, and so obviously you have a way better matchup now versus Armor Rush now.
Exactly. Yep.
More improved for sure.
Yep. And the next card is of course Mastemon. It's a Mastemon deck. I mean, she's like the queen of the deck.
The reason why you play this.
Yep, exactly. I think, you know, getting to like play free level 5s, especially the Chaos Lucimon,
right?
Or Lucimon Chaos mode, I guess. Like it's just so strong. It's a strong combo. But I mean, there's plenty of times. Like again, you can pair this up with Make Crackmon. You can it's just so toolboxy what you can do with it. Magna, Angelomon, like all of these cards, is just your key piece too. So like run 4 of them, of course.
It's definitely a different dynamic that your opponent has to play against these days. Like you know.
Exactly, and I think in this format too, like, and you'll see here in a minute at my level 7s, but you know, if you have a Mastemon on board and they don't clear it, and you have a Zord Defeat and security, it deletes anything. So like,
strong.
It's really strong. So yeah.
Did you hit any like Grandis or War Greys or like Metal Guards or even Oryukins with the combo?
So luckily today I dodged I dodged those 3 decks. I played a lot of Imperial and a lot of yellow hybrid or yellow decks, base decks. I won't say yellow.
Like the yellow purple security control?
Yeah, I played yellow purple security control. I think once, and then I played a yellow purple or a yellow red Rise Gray deck, and I played another yellow base deck. It was kind of recovery as well, but I really couldn't tell what it was.
Were one of those your ties?
No, they were not.
Wow, you beat those straight up. That's impressive. Because with this deck, because you know how it was last format, like going to time versus yellow hybrid, even though they lost Jet Sylphies.
Yeah, I actually had an easier time today than in the past. So I think like Make Crackmon and like Mako and like all those cards just really helped out this format.
With memory efficiency. Strong.
The next level 6 is the Funimon Fall Down mode. Again, you know, she's another, I don't know, just the 5th level 6 that I run. It's great when it comes up. It's not needed to every game, but you know, recover 1 and delete a level 4 or lower is pretty strong. It's just a strong card. Sometimes I would go into this over, you know, or go into a Zord Defeat over this, and that would, you know, I delete a Tamer and, you know, set up depending. So yeah.
Now I gotta ask, we can see the defeats coming up next. Did you ever get in a situation where you did Digivolve over this or your Mastemon, and it's like you have the Make Cracks and it felt so bad because you know when it dies you're not getting into memory?
No, I mean I honestly, when I knew that was happening, as long as I wasn't playing against a deck that would bounce or whatever, I never really Digivolved over that. That did come up once, and I just chose not to Digivolve into a Zord Defeat. So you just won't
Digivolve over a stack that has Make Crack?
Exactly, I won't do it. So I'd rather get that 4 memory somehow, as long as I know that they can't bounce the card. If they're going to get rid of it, they're going to get rid of it.
Unless, I guess, you're choking them at 1 and popping their memory tamer, and you know, like they can't do much the next. Maybe. You know,
exactly. Or if they have, you know, like a memory blocker, then that's a scenario that, like, if I can't get it and out it or something like that, then yeah. Or I expect them to have a memory blocker. So
I feel that. Okay.
So, And then I know this is kind of, maybe not common, but I run 4 Zord defeats.
Look at that. How many times did these bad boys come out security today?
Quite a lot, to be honest. Like it would turn the tide of games.
Facts.
And, even though people aren't playing as mini tamers this format, deleting the 1 or 2 that they do have is pretty powerful.
Pesky cool boys and all that good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, and there's not much to say. I mean, again, like I told you, the combo with Mastemon Zord defeat is just super strong card.
Nice.
And then to our options, we have 3 purple memory boost. Not much to say about that. It's just like a good, opener. Turn 1. If you don't have a rookie, even if you do have a rookie, turn 1, play purple memory boost. Search for the cards you need, and then set up for future plays. And even if it's hitting security, that can turn the tide as well. Like it's just a strong card in general. So,
absolutely.
Next, we have a reinforcing memory boost. Again, it's a staple. Run 1 of, you can stack your security. And, there were a few games that actually came up where I'd place a Hell Scythe on the top of the security. And it's like, well, it kind of stopped them in their tracks. Because
feels so bad for them.
Yeah, exactly. Especially like if you have a Mastemon on board. It's just a strong thing.
Absolutely.
It is kind of hard to, find a time to play it, to be honest, because giving 6 memory, you have to pick and choose. There were some times where I just chose to hold it in hand throughout the whole game. So
ideally, I guess you have the memory tamer, make that your play for that time.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm only running 3 chaos degradation. And I kept contemplating between 3 and 4, but I think I settled on 3 as a good number, just because 4 felt too bricky and 3 sometimes feels like it's not enough. Like you don't see it in security as often, but when you do, it's strong. And the 3 is just there. Against OTK decks, it's just very powerful. Put them on top of the security, and if you play from hand, or top or bottom, and if you play from hand, you can trash the top. So it's just a strong card.
Absolutely.
And then again, another key piece to the deck for Flame Hell Scythes. Again, a key card, negative 6,000 DP. You pair that up with, Godamons when you need it, make Crackmons, Magna Angemons, Angelomons. All of them are it's a very toolboxy card. I feel like you get to pick and choose what you need.
Feels good in hand, feels good in security. Probably better in security.
It's very strong card. I mean, like I would almost say it's stronger than Chaos Grade, but just because of how flexible it is as an option card.
Right.
So
100%.
I will say it felt bad playing against a security control and playing a Flame Hell Scythe, and they have 4 is it memes? Yeah, purple memes, and you straight up just giving them 10 memory.
Sheesh.
It hurts, but it happens.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And then 2 TKs as my yellow tamer. I choose not to play Kari. I think TK, especially with this deck, it's kind of more security control-ish. I want to know what pieces I have in my security, and it allows me to pick up my Godamons.
That's important.
Whatever I'm missing, it really just helps out. And it never came up where this was the last card in security. And
thank God.
Yeah. So again, it 2 of feels nice.
I think ultimately too, you have to play on the axis that all these OTK decks are playing. They're playing a bunch of search cards in those earlier turns, so you have to kind of play on that same level to get your pieces as well, or you're going to be too far behind.
Exactly. And then the last tamer is for Mako. Again, she's amazing. She's a good turn 1. She allows you to pretty much search for a purple or yellow Digimon of top 3 cards of your deck. And then whenever you on-play a purple or yellow Digimon, you can rest her and then, gain a memory. I mean, that sets up so many plays. Like I said before, Black Gato for win at 3 memory. That came up at least 3 games, as I would have 2 of these on the board, a Black Gato in hand, and I would just, on-play in the game. So
you were never worried about decking out or, because I see you're not playing Calling from Darkness. This is the whole deck list. So, you didn't think Calling from Darkness was necessary? You milled some things, you were like, oh, man.
In this format, the game just ends too quick. I either, it's not worth it. Me personally, plus, the only time I really worry about that is security. I feel like a security control, just because, in the long run, they are playing more options. So if they a bench kid or something, that you're probably going to deck out before then, especially if they play multiple. So I choose not to play this usually against them or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah,
Respect.
yeah.
Hey, well, I appreciate this deck profile, Patrick. You know, are you going to be here for the other events
I'll be
this
here,
weekend?
yeah, for
Okay.
the remaining
Well, we hope to
events.
see you keep topping, man, or even win one of these things, you know,
Yeah.
coming up. So,
We
be
can
a
hope.
fist pound, man. Thanks for the deck profile, and good luck the rest of this weekend.
thank you.
I got to have you do one last thing. Give me a quick flex for the camera.
Sure.
Hey, there we go. All right, y'all. This is S. Dot heading out. Peace.
Yeah, thank you.